In the studio right now, we have James Cox. Hello, James.
Hello, mate.
You all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good, good. So, first of all, we love the music on the show. Every time we play a track, it always gets a good response. But we thought, you know what, we'll get you in the studio, a bit of a chat, and get your guitar out.
Yeah.
But answer this question first of all: are you a solo act or a band? Because there's two different sort of names floating around, isn't there? Explain.
That's a question unto itself, definitely. At the minute, I'm a solo artist, but obviously looking for a band, looking for the members to sort of come along. And I've got people that are sort of semi-interested, or people that are in other bands that just want to sort of, not piggyback, but sort of jump in and play for a little bit until I find someone else. But that's not really what I'm into. I'd rather get someone full-time in every post, like drums, bass, that kind of thing.
You want a proper band?
Yeah, that's what we want.
Is that the ultimate dream then, to have your songs played by other than you, more backing and a bigger sound?
I just want to make it a louder sound, more aggressive.
Yeah. Which is funny you say aggressive, because the actual band name itself is maybe slightly less aggressive.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going for.
Go on, do tell. What's the band name?
Coxy and a Purple Sunflower Band.
And what was the inspiration behind that?
My missus really.
Your missus?
Yeah. Her favourite colour's purple and her favourite flower is sunflower. So, you know.
Oh, you see, you're just a hopeless romantic at heart, aren't you?
I'm bringing back new romanticism.
There you are. And I have to ask a question. Did she respect and like the offering that you gave to her in love?
I don't know how far into detail you want me to go. But
just a yes or no would be cool.
Yes.
So, of course, music then. So what made you, in the first place, pick up a guitar and want to write your own material?
Because I like music.
Simple as that.
It's pretty much it. And I think I'm all right at it. But, you know, it's whether other people do.
I guess that's the proof in the pudding, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So you didn't, ever want to you weren't happy with just picking up a guitar and playing a cover by your favourite band or just something for your own amusement. What was it that you actually thought, right, I've got something to say and I want to say it?
Well, it's kind of two answers to that, really, because especially in Plymouth, where I'm from and I'm based, it's like there's a lot of cover bands. There's pretty much, I'd say, 99% of live music down there is cover bands.
Right.
And it does my head in. It really does, because it's really sort of stale and it doesn't go anywhere. There's no music scene because you can't, out of original music, there's going to be some sort of drive, and people are going to, respect it because it's live and it's local and it's new. Whereas if you're just playing Sex on Fire every day, do you know what I mean? Which
Gets
is
a bit boring.
Do you know what I mean? It's just not cool,
hey,
is it?
I'm completely on your wavelength here. Personally, I think there should be a scene because there are people like you that want to write their own material. There are bands out there that do the same, Do you still think that's actually the fault of the venues rather than the fault of this scene itself?
I think it's... I think it's kind of venues. It's easy money, isn't it, cover bands? But I think it's also down to the listener, down to the general public. Because as musicians, we put it on the internet or we play it on the street or whatever, and you walk past and you don't, it's all right. But if you don't show your appreciation for it, if you don't support it, if you don't, it sounds really that doesn't mean anything. But if you just like it on Facebook, then it shows a venue that, you've got some sort of audience. And that's what they want. They want punters.
This is true, yeah. I mean, I think you're right there because, I guess a covers band will bring in people that, know their covers, etc. And they obviously think more and take it to go up and there you are. But I think you're right, I mean, I'm not so important about the sort of Facebook likes, but it does show that these people, these venues that, you have got an audience, there are people that actually will come and see you and therefore spend money and stuff to do that, But it's funny, sort of, in the media at the moment, it seems to be, a big thing is, local music wherever you are, and it doesn't seem to transcend to the street level because, I mean, where we are here, there's loads of venues closing down, and I'm sure there are in Plymouth as well.
Definitely.
And it does seem to be a kind of weird sort of juxtaposition between the media saying, you must like local music, it's fabulous, there's some great people out there, and then on the other side, it's, well, you can't find them because there's nowhere to play.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. I mean, they're obviously trying to drive local economies and stuff, which is great. And there is the setup for that with local music. But it's just a matter of... I think it's the kind of thing that you have to, as an individual, make an effort, like a real effort, to be like, yeah, I want some live and local music. I don't want so-and-so playing... my favourite song, and then most of the time ruining it. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't want to say that, but yeah, you're absolutely right. It's to me, if I want to go and let's see Sex on Fire, I'll go and pick up the CD or something, or
That's
download it, or play it that way.
Yeah.
It was alright this time. It's kind of got a bit boring now because you've heard it so many times. Done by covers bands, haven't you? Really? Let's face it.
Walk down the street, every doorway,
exactly.
blasting out Sex on Fire.
Well, if they were, the life would be such a better place, wouldn't it? Really? So obviously, you wanted to write music. You want people to hear it. But what is it that actually sort of drives you to write the lyrics and to write the melody? What's the sort of starting point when you actually are in the writing process?
What? So how do I write a song?
Yeah. How do you write a song?
Well, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Musically, I just sit down and play it. Well, sometimes I'll walk down the street and I'll I don't know, my feet will start kicking a little kick beat, and I'll be like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it'll be like, yeah, and then I'll think of kind of thing. Other times I just sit down there and play it, and it comes. Lyrically, though, it's a different thing, really, because it's like you find a vocal melody, just by, I don't know, na 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 na, you know what I mean? And then you sort of develop it a little bit. My lyrical content, I don't know, it's sort of, I haven't really found a happy place with it at the minute. I'm not really sort of set in my ways. And I'm trying to sort of do newer things that I've not done before. And I'm sort of become more inspired by political climate and stuff like that. Trying to put that in there.
I think that's very important because, so many songs that I sort of see and hear and look at the lyrics and stuff, it doesn't really say much.
No, that's it. Yeah.
I think of these times we live in, there is a lot to talk about. There
is, but then in a song it's quite finite, and obviously you got to grab people's attention. Yeah. And if you go in I hate the government, it's really bad, it's not going to work.
Exactly. I mean? There's a way to do it, I suppose. There's a clever way to do it. So, at the moment when you are writing your lyrics, is it about stuff you see, or do you kind of take on characters, or, how do you kind of get in that zone?
If you take a song like Pauper's Bed, I wrote that a long time ago with a good friend of mine, and that's kind of I think he had his own sort of motivation for lyrics and stuff. Although I don't remember him pitching a lot, but I know he definitely liked them or had an opinion of his own. But it's kind of about two things, really. It's sort of about a friend of mine that died when I was younger, and also my old man and stuff, because I lost him when I was younger as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of stuff like that, but it's also, again, it's kind of a political statement as well, of class and stuff like that. That's kind of hidden. Yeah. There's a bit of a hidden meaning.
The underbelly there.
Yeah.
When you're performing these songs, do you obviously have to write about what you know in order to perform them well?
Yeah, I personally can't write out of experience, so I have to, if I'm thinking ever unclear, it's kind of a political song, really, and it's all about sort of in a Russell Brand kind of life isn't as great as you're told it is kind of way, and it's kind of about that and a couple of other things. I don't really like talking about meaning in my songs because I like to sort of try and make them a little bit open to interpretation.
Do you know, I love that.
Yeah,
I do. It's funny, radio shows and interviews, because as musicians, you write these songs because you want to get something out.
Yeah.
And maybe the way you get it out is a song because you can't talk about it.
Yeah.
And then someone asks you like me, hey, let's come on a radio show, and let's talk about your music. And they're like, that's what I wrote the song for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of a bit like
so I see where you're coming from. But I know what you mean. Some of my favourite songs have been kind of ruined because someone's telling me this is exactly what it's like, line by line. And in your head, it's something completely different.
Yeah.
And it's kind of go, oh, okay. And then it's kind of ruined.
Yeah, but the best kind of songs are always open to interpretation.
Definitely.
I always think.
So you got your guitar in your hands right this second.
I do.
You going to play a tune?
Yeah, I think I'll play a tune.
Play a tune.
Yeah, I think I'll go for it.
What are you going to play for me first off?
I think I'll do Pauper's Bed first.
That is what's called a link in the trade, I think.
All right.
Go for it.
He looked half dead, his eyes were red, was shot in 10. And how he laughed when we all said it won't be long now till you can get to bed. He always said that it would end with cheers or live. Now he will play while we all pay with all our fears. 'Cause down he went, down he laid his head in a pauper's bed. I swore that he was dead, still he reared his head. So we carried on, yeah. Soon it will end and fear will stop him dead. A message heaven sent, your money is not well spent. A deathly hollow sense, false prophet hands finally put to rest. 'Cause down he went, down he laid his head in a pauper's bed. I swore that he was dead, still he reared his head. So we carried on, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, nah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Da. 'Cause down he went, down he laid his head in a pauper's bed. I swore that he was dead, still he reared his head. So we carried on, yeah, yeah.
Listen to me, Jackson Cooper, live on Riviera FM. I've got James Coxy in the studio playing a live session, just chatting about himself, really. So, I mean, you know, it's funny you should say about your sort of, you know, you find a place to kind of write and that kind of flow of the melodies and stuff, because you do seem to be very melody-based when you kind of listen to it. You can almost hear the kind of changes and the sort of thought through it, you know? But when you're recording your music, do you take that in a slightly different way?
Well, again, I mean, I'm kind of on my own when I record. I record at home. Well, I've been recording at home because money, really. But
it's always cash.
Yeah, it's always cash. But because I've only got myself, and you know, I've got a bass at home, and I've got my electric guitar, and I've got this guitar. I'm trying to layer it. Do you know what I mean? Make it a bit more than just like a straight guitar. So I always double track my acoustic and stuff like that, and make it a bit wider. But well, with the Bare Bones session, which is it's sort of an EP, but it's not really. It's free to listen to, just in case you wanted to.
Go find it.
It's all about one-take wonders, really. It's literally, I call it the Bare Bones session because it's literally bare bones. There's minimal EQ on it, minimal anything. It's literally just straight channels and just cut together, really. And I kind of wanted to do that because, again, because I'm on my own and my, you know, short-term ambition is to put a decent band together behind me or with me, however you want to say it. I kind of want to make it sort of like at the start line, I don't really want to give a finished product. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean.
Because I would like, if anyone is interested in joining or whatever, that they were putting their own sort of sound into it as well, sound and feel. I mean, I kind of got an idea of the sound I want to eventually attain, but, you know, it's all about the journey, man.
Do you know what? I couldn't agree more, because it's nice that, you know, you're not kind of, how can I put this, so precious about it that you can't hear other people's opinions about your music, you know.
Well, I never said that.
It's like, I'm precious, yeah. I am. But what I mean, though, if you, like, hopefully do get a band together, as in a permanent band around you.
Yeah.
You know, like you say, they want to put their sort of guitar licks on it and that kind of, and make a bigger sound, and like you say, a kind of a different journey.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice to know that you kind of are open to that, because some people just, it's like my tunes, and you get to play them.
I mean, I have got a certain kind of parenthood over them, but I mean, I always like to listen to people, although my old bandmates would probably disagree with that quite heavily.
Do tell.
But well, we're not together anymore, put it that way.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I don't know. I kind of, like I say, I kind of know what I want to do with it. I kind of know where I want to get to with it. I kind of know what kind of sound I want eventually, which is probably quite different to what I'm doing at the minute.
Yeah.
But again, it's like, you know, this is just start line kind of material, to be
Exactly.
honest.
I mean, what's one of the sort of thought process behind the kind of like bare bones EP? Was it to kind of show people on the internet ether that this is what I'm doing, and it is a kind of a blank canvas in a sense?
Yeah.
Do you want to come and add to it?
Yeah, kind of, really. It's more of a sort of, you know, this is where I am at kind of thing, rather than this is a blank canvas.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I suppose it's the same thing if you want to be pedantic about it, but it's, you know, it's...
It depends which way you look at it, really.
Yeah.
Because I suppose, you know, it could be a blank canvas and, you know, come and help me do these songs, this is what I'm doing at the moment. Or it could be, you know, this is what I do, come and add to it and help me.
Yeah, I think it's more that, really. I think this is the kind of song that I'm writing at the minute. And if you want to be a part of it, then come and talk to me.
Be a part of it.
Yeah.
So when you know, I'm in the studio and you say you sort of track other guitars and stuff, and then I guess counter melody is really important in that kind of process.
Well, I mean, it depends how you're building a song, really. If you want to, if you want to add that kind of element to it. But I mean, like I say, at the minute, it's taking it from this guitar in my hands on its own and trying just to stretch it out, really, because it's, you know, as nice as they sound, acoustic guitars, it is just pretty much 6 strings and however many notes that is.
Have you kind of had enough of the old acoustic then?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I've never really been an acoustic player, so it's kind of a weird step for me, because I'm more into my sort of rock and roll kind of stuff.
Yeah, so this is like a complete like departure then. If you're like, you know, like much amped up and stuff. I mean, what are your sort of, you know, favourite kind of guitar people and bands and stuff?
Well, riffs wise is kind of like, you know, Echo and the Bunnymen, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I sort of got into music, Joy Division, stuff like that. So it's, you know, it's quite far removed from what I'm doing at the minute, and I do want to kind of get back to that kind of sound. Maybe add a little kind of Radiohead kind of thing in there as well.
So the kind of darker, maybe having a slightly sort of, you know, back in the day shoegazing element to it, maybe possibly.
Yeah.
So it's completely different then, I guess. You know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's totally different. So obviously you have these like big ideas of that kind of genre in your head then, and then you write an acoustic guitar. Do you have to kind of like tone it down? You know, you walk on the street and you have this great rhythm, like you're saying, and then you have this big idea of a tune. Then you get home with your guitar. Do you have to kind of like strip it down again and like destroy what you kind of initially thought about the song?
Well, if I've got a riff in my head, I'm trying to find that riff first and foremost, because that's the most purest part of the music. Do you know what I mean? Because it's pure inspiration. So you always want to try and find that. But then you sort of, you know, when you work on it, you build the sort of song around it. But then obviously, because there's only one of you, it's one opinion and that kind of thing. And art being so eclectic and so sort of personal, it's only me. Do you know what I mean?
It's not me.
So yeah, it's all on me, and yeah, I kind of like that. But then in the same vein, it's nice to have an army behind you. Do you know what I mean? It's nice to have your troops.
Feel like that kind of gang mentality.
Yeah, it's kind of it's good. It's like a united front, and then anything's easy when you've got friends.
It's true.
All you need is love.
Oh. He's lovely, isn't he?
I am. Love me.
Well, I could do. But anyway. So I guess it's the girlfriend's jobby. So you got another tune before this goes horribly wrong.
Another tune before we have some sort of breakdown.
Bro love.
Well, yeah, okay. I'll do Ever Unclear.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Oh, start again. Hey, what you say? Now you've taken all there is to give. What you say? Now the words are no longer enough to choke ya. You know you drown my faithful spirit. You ground out all the idiot, yeah. Take it all. Take it now, strip us bare once again. Oh yeah, yeah, 'cause you're safe from all, everyone. Up on your hill is where you're still gonna be. From this day until forever, 'cause it's not better to be distant. There's no benefit to be insane round here. Hear voices in the footsteps echo down the pavement, distant shades ever unclear. Wanna know, yeah, I wanna know what it is makes you feel so superior. Oh, is it all your well, all you stole, or is it time? Something unattainable. Because it's not better to be distant. There's no benefit to be insane round here. Hear voices in the footsteps echo down the pavement, distant shades ever unclear. Safe from all, everyone. Up on the hill is where you're still gonna be. Go. You're safe from all, everyone. Up on your hill is where you're still gonna be. From this day until forever, 'cause I don't know what's left to say now. You're so stuck in your ways, oh, 'cause it's not better to be distant. There's no benefit to be insane round here. Hear voices in the footsteps echo down the pavement, distant shade ever unclear, unclear, yeah, yeah.
Awesome stuff. James Cox needs your help. I need your help now. So band-wise, what do you want then? Do you want something a bit exotic, or do you want the sort of standard, drums, bass?
I'm kind of going for the standard at the minute and building on that. I mean, like I say, I'm more of an indie rock and roller, so I'm looking for bass, maybe another guitar, and definitely some drums.
Okay. We're looking for a lead guitar or a rhythm guitar?
I think I'll take lead.
I thought you might say that.
I think I will.
It's your band. That's right. Yeah. So have we got anybody, or are we literally starting from complete scratch?
Well, I've got people that want to drop in, and they want to kind of give me a helping hand, but that's not really what I'm after, because I'm not really after part-timers. I need someone full-time. I need someone that's dedicated to it, and someone that wants to actually achieve something.
So you want a completely brand new bunch of full-timers?
Yeah.
Okay. So these people, What have they got to like? What have they got to be in the same sort of interest as far as musicality is concerned?
Well, they got like indie music, really. I suppose they're going to be playing it. But, you know, I'm not really like, oh, you've got to like this band and you've got to like that. Just if you got to have an open mind about music. I consider myself to have quite an eclectic taste. So I'm not really, you're not going to poo-poo anyone because they like metal, although it's not really my bag. But do you know what I mean?
Exactly. If you like music,
yeah,
and you play music rather well,
yeah,
then I think you should get in touch, really.
Yeah, I think you should as well.
So if people are thinking, oh, you know what, I've got a guitar, I want to get in a band, how can they get hold of you? What sort of social media can they like tweet or Facebook or something?
Well, we've got it all. We've got Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Tumblr as well. I started that. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know how to do it.
I know. I'm clueless with Tumblr. I've got the app. I've looked at it. Yeah. I've set it up. I've even got some followers. Have I used it? Never.
I don't even know how to do it. But, you know, you've got to have it.
Exactly.
In this climate, you've got to have it.
It's funny, isn't it, you know? Social media, what I think is funny is that like you say, you've got to have everything.
Yeah.
The whole lot. You don't even know what it is. You've got to have it.
Just do it.
And then next week, there's another one.
Yeah.
Get that another one.
Yeah.
Another one.
Just keep going.
It's madness.
It's fine.
Absolute madness. So
deal with it.
They can... Okay, so is it a band or is it your name that we're going after? What one should we find?
Well, it's if you want to show your appreciation, then look for Coxy and the Purple Sunflower Band. I think the actual URL is facebook.com/C Coxy with a Y, and the is lowercase, capital P Purple, capital S Sunflower, capital B Band. Twitter, I don't really know what I'm doing with it, but if you want to get hold of me, it's at sunflower_band. And YouTube, if you want to watch any of our videos, I'm not even going to try and remember that because it's one of those where it's just a random series of numbers and letters. But we've got all the links on Facebook and stuff like that if you want to check it out.
Yes, and we'll do the legwork for you and we'll put it on the blog after the show as well.
Sweet.
So they can just click on it and stuff.
Oh, SoundCloud as well. SoundCloud. It's the same. It's Coxy and the Purple Sunflower Band, all lowercase, after the word, soundcloud.com.
Cracking. And if they like any music, is it a download for free situation or is it just to listen to?
You can download it from Facebook and SoundCloud. Like I say, it's absolutely free at the minute.
Okay, cool. So you want people to like, share, listen.
Yeah, just spread the word. If you like what you hear, then, like I say, hit like on Facebook. You can keep up to date with us. Follow us on Twitter, although I've got Instagram as well. I don't even know what that is.
Okay, well, Instagram is just pictures,
stuff.
basically.
Yeah, there's stuff. There's stuff we've got. It's just out there. Just look for it.
You know, like the thing that I saw on Facebook earlier of your cup of tea.
Oh, yeah.
With your case.
Yeah, that was downstairs.
That is pure Instagram gold.
Oh, that was gold. I know. Again, my missus got me into it, and you know, she's teaching me.
See, there you go. It's all good. And you know what? I'm not even going to be quite bad and say that. You know, I retweeted a tweet. He's retweeted a tweet of mine. But he's not like me yet. He's not like press the go button, the following button.
Have I not?
He's not.
I could have swore that I've done that. I'll follow.
I'm only joking. I'm only winding him up.
I'll follow the leader.
But we're definitely going to put him on the blog and everything because we like his music and stuff. It's all good. So it'd be rude to say, well, not to ask for one more song, really, wouldn't it? Can we do that? Can we get another one out of the bag?
All right. I'll do the most popular tune on SoundCloud, and that would be Tangerine and Nectarine.
Awesome.
Which is kind of Noel Gallagher-ish, but don't hold that against me.
No one has him, so there you go.
There we go. You look at me with sympathy, I'm sure that's where it ends. You choose your friends from magazines clad in latest fads and trends. Walk that talk and talk that walk, I'd go anywhere you at. My friends all say it would never last, but I don't hold much faith in that. 'Cause all I see is red and jello, tangerine and nectarine, and pierce my heart with poisoned arrow, stain my lungs with nicotine. say are treason to the way you twist and turn? Is that all part of your design to make me singe and burn? 'Cause all I see is red and jello, tangerine and nectarine. Now pierce my heart with your poisoned arrow and stain my lungs with nicotine. I had to see it for myself. Your aching bones spread out to me. I'm no magic man, can't stop the world turn, but I'll do my best to learn that maybe I could turn it all. 'Cause you're all I see and all I hear, all that for I yearn. 'Cause all I see is red and jello, tangerine and nectarine. Now pierce my heart with your poisoned arrow and stain my lungs with nicotine. Sha la na na la na ya da sha la 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 na na sha la 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 la.
James Cox, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Cheers, mate.
Coxy.
Yeah.
Let's do that anyway. Gig-wise, what have you got coming up?
Well, we got a couple of gigs that are not confirmed yet, so I can't really talk about them. But secret. So if you want to find out, you're gonna have to start following us on Facebook and whatnot.
Liking your thinking.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the studio. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
And I hope it all goes well. And I hope you get this band that you want.
I will. I'm pretty certain.
I think we should do a tweet in a minute, and we'll find a thing with a sleep picture or something.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
James Coxy, thanks so much for coming to the studio.
Thanks a lot.